Have you ever sat across from a woman, maybe during a conversation that felt warm, comfortable, even flirtatious, and thought to yourself, I feel like she wants more, but she's not saying it? That strange, almost electric tension, the look in her eyes, the slight pause before she speaks, the way she plays with her hair, or lowers her voice just enough to make you wonder if it's intentional, and yet nothing is ever said. She doesn't make a move, she doesn't confess anything. She smiles and leaves, and you're left haunted, not by what she did, but by what she didn't say. You replay the moment in your mind. Was that a signal? Did she want me to do something? Did I miss my chance? Here's the truth. Yes, you did, but it's not your fault, because no one told you this. The things women want the most from a man, they'll almost never say out loud. Not because they're manipulative, not because they're trying to test you, but because the moment they have to ask for it, it loses its magic. What women crave deep down isn't about words, it's about energy, presence, timing, tension, intuition. It's about a man who can read the room, not with logic, but with instinct. A man who moves through the world with confidence, not because he's arrogant, but because he knows who he is. A man who doesn't ask what she wants because he already feels it. And the truth is, most men never become that man. Why? Because they were trained to look for signs and signals, but never taught how to sense attraction before it's spoken. They were taught to communicate, but never taught the art of silent confidence. They were told to just ask her what she wants, but never shown how that very question makes her lose attraction in the first place. And here's what no one will tell you. She wants you to just know. She wants you to move first. She wants you to say something powerful, not perfect. She wants to feel safe, seen led, but never told. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 4 powerful things women secretly wish you do, but they'll never say it. Because the moment they say it, the moment's already lost. These are not tricks. They're not cheesy tactics. These are deep psychological triggers rooted in biology, in emotion, in feminine energy. And when you start doing these things, not to manipulate, but because you understand her deeper nature, something will shift. She'll feel more relaxed around you, more curious, more drawn in. She won't even know why, but she'll feel safer. Texting you first, laughing a little louder when you're around, opening up without realizing she's doing it. These are the moves that make a woman feel something she can't explain. And when a man can do that, she doesn't just want him, she needs him. Welcome to Stoic Paradox, where we decode the hidden language of women, the one they never say out loud. Let's dive into the 4 things women desperately wish you'd do, but will never tell you. Secret number 1. Take initiative without asking permission. There's something ancient in a woman's psychology that responds to a man who knows how to lead, not with force, not with arrogance, but with calm certainty. You don't have to ask her where she wants to go for dinner 10 times. You don't need her to draw a map. You observe, decide, and move. Because every woman, no matter how modern, independent, or accomplished, has a deep instinctual craving for a man who can take the wheel when the moment calls for it. She doesn't want a dictator. She doesn't want to be controlled, but she does want to feel your confidence. She wants to relax in your presence and trust that she can lean into your direction without worrying that you'll collapse under pressure or overthink every step. When you take initiative without over-explaining it or asking for her permission, you show her something most men never do. You show her that you're grounded in your decisions. And the effect this has on a woman is quiet, but seismic. Her guard lowers, her feminine energy flows, and most importantly, she begins to trust you. Not because you told her to, but because your actions said it all. She secretly wants you to take her hand and say, "Let's go," with a calm smile, without needing a panel of approvals. That subtle dominance, the kind that's rooted in empathy. Not ego is magnetic, and she'll never ask you to do it. But if you don't, she'll slowly drift towards someone who does. Secret number 2, notice the little things, then act on them. Every woman alive is scanning for one thing. Is he paying attention? Not just to her looks, not just to her body, but to the subtle, almost invisible details of who she really is. Did you notice how her tone shifted when she mentioned her mother? Did you catch how she lights up when talking about that obscure book she read in college? Did you remember that she likes black coffee, no sugar, even though she only mentioned it once? Weeks ago, when a woman feels seen, she opens, she relaxes, she starts to emotionally invest. Not because of anything you said, but because of what you remembered. And here's the deeper layer. It's not enough to notice these things. You have to act on them. Don't just say, "Yeah, I remember you love hiking." Take her on a trail. She's never been to one that matches what you now know. She loves quiet scenery, not too crowded when you act on the details. She thought no one ever noticed. You send a powerful message. I don't just see you, I understand you. That is intoxicating. Most men are too busy waiting for the moment to make a move. But if you truly pay attention, every moment is filled with hidden gold. She will never say, "I wish you'd remember what I said last Tuesday." But when you do, you become unforgettable. Secret number 3, display discipline and don't flex it. You want to know what really makes a woman weak in the knees. It's not how loud you can be. It's not how many watches you own or how shredded your abs are. It's this, a man who is in full control of himself. Discipline is attractive because it screams self-mastery. A man who can delay gratification, who doesn't chase drama, who doesn't need validation, who sticks to his word even when no one is watching. But here's where most men ruin it. They flaunt it. They post every gym selfie. They tell her how hard they work. They try to impress her by listing accomplishments, like a resume that's not power, that's insecurity wearing a costume. The real alpha energy, the one she craves but can't describe, is silent, subtle, strong. She watches how you carry yourself, how you say no to things you once indulged in, how you choose your words, how you wake up early, how you stay focused, how you don't lose your cool when everyone else is panicking. Discipline doesn't speak, it radiates. She won't ask you to be disciplined, but if you aren't, her respect for you will vanish faster than she'll ever admit. And without respect, desire dies. Secret number 4, touch her mind, not just her body. This is the one most men miss. They think attraction is about being hot, charming, rich, smooth and sure. Those things might get her attention, but they'll never get her soul. You want to know what gets inside a woman and stays there long after you've left the room. Intellectual intimacy? Ask her something. No one's ever asked. Challenge her without being combative. Show her you think deeply about life, purpose, philosophy, even love. Stimulate her mind, and you'll find her eyes on you when you're not even trying. Because When a woman feels intellectually turned on, the physical follows. Automatically be playful but thoughtful, mysterious but real. Ask her why she believes what she believes. Explore ideas that light her up. Make her question things in herself in a way that excites her, not judges her. That's when you stop being just a guy and become an experience. She'll talk about you to her friends in ways she doesn't even understand. There's something about him. I don't know, I just feel different around him. Exactly, that's the point. She'll never say, please touch my mind. But if you don't, she'll never feel safe letting you touch anything else. Here's the truth most men don't want to admit. Women don't fall in love with your looks. They don't stay for your money, and they don't crave the man who's the loudest in the room. They fall for the man who makes them feel safe. In silence, they stay with the man who knows when to act, without asking, speak without proving, touch without grabbing, and lead without barking. They crave the man who doesn't just undress their body, but reaches into the chambers of their mind and awakens something they didn't even know was asleep. The 4 things we talked about today: taking initiative, noticing the little things, mastering yourself without boasting, and touching her mind. These aren't techniques. They're not tricks or tactics. They're marks of a man who's done the inner work, who's built himself from the inside out. And that kind of man, that's the man a woman remembers. That's the man she thinks about, in quiet moments long after the rest have faded. Most women will never tell you this. They'll never say, I wish you would take charge, without making it a power move. They'll never confess, I wish you would notice that I changed my hair because I wanted to feel seen. They'll never admit, I wish you would speak to my soul instead of just flattering my body. But if you do these things calmly, quietly, consistently, she won't need to say a word. Her body language will shift, her eyes will linger, her voice will soften, and her energy will pull you closer, even if she tries to resist it. This is what it means to be a stoic man in a chaotic world. You don't chase, you don't beg, you become the kind of presence she can't ignore. Even if she tries, you don't need to be flashy, you don't need to be rich, you just need to be deep, intentional, anchored. And if this resonated with you, if you felt even a fraction of truth echo inside your chest as you watch this, then you already know what kind of man you're capable of becoming. So here's what I want you to do next. Drop a comment below with one word unspoken. If you're ready to master the things women never say but deeply feel, let the world know that word tells me. You're serious. That word tells her you're listening in a way other men aren't. Make sure you subscribe to Old Stoic, because here we go. Deeper than surface level dating tips. We don't just teach you how to get a woman. We teach you how to become the man. A high value woman hopes she meets one day and finally share this with a brother who's been playing the game wrong. Not just because he's weak, but because no one ever taught him what really moves a woman's heart. Be the signal in the noise. This is Old Stoic, where ancient wisdom meets modern attraction. Until next time, be grounded, be intentional, and never settle for anything less than becoming the man you were born to.